Welcome to Tuesday Tea Time with Dorina. And I want to welcome all our first time viewers and those that will be watching the replay. We are presented from Women of Wisdom, which is a nonprofit organization here to empower teen girls and women with practical wisdom and confidence. We are here to bridge that generational gap between the younger and the older generations of all cultures and backgrounds. So we are building intergenerational relationships that are unique. And you can only learn certain things through that type of relationship. So it is beneficial that we come together and bridge that gap and annihilate, yes, I said annihilate, that myth that the younger and the older generation do not need one another. There is so much value that we could gain in coming together. And there are certain things that you cannot learn from your peers. So that you can learn from an older or a younger lady, teen lady, whatever you want to address it as. But we need one another, okay? So that's what we're here for. And so I usually share with you the tea that I'm drinking. I'm actually drinking a different kind of tea than I normally do. So I am doing buttermint tea tonight. And I do have some of my son's honey in it. So I have fresh raw honey, which is a lot more healthier for you. So here's the Tuesday tea time with Dorina. I hope that you have your cups and or your beverages and that you join in and fill your cup up with lots of wisdom tonight. All right. Okay, so our topic tonight is doubt and unbelief. Okay, so we're going to talk about, I want to give you a definition of doubt, and it means to fluctuate in opinion, okay, to be in uncertainty, to hesitate to believe. Okay, stick with us because I believe that there's going to be a lot of golden nuggets that you can take with you and apply to your life and start changing some situations so that you can start seeing some fruit in your life and start having a productive lifestyle, okay? Because we need to get rid of doubt and we need to get rid of unbelief. And we're going to talk about how to do that, okay? So, doubt, check this out. Now, I thought this was really good. Now, doubt to withhold confidence from, as to doubt our ability to execute an office. Okay. And I was looking at something earlier today, and it was talking about how us women or females, we are systematically doubters. We doubt our abilities. And that needs to change because we are powerful creatures and we need to not doubt the abilities that we have. And we need to not fall in unbelief that we're incapable of reaching the goals in life that we were designated to reach. Okay. So that's very important that you grasp that. And so glean what you can. Okay. Because doubt rises from a deficiency of knowledge. Okay. So lack of confidence, or feeling incapable. Uh, you know what? Doubt, knowledge, the truth of knowledge will get rid of doubt. And so if we find out the truth, then we can get rid of the doubt. And so I'm going to share with you some things that, I dealt with in life, the doubts that I had to deal with and things that I had to go through to help me be where I am at today. And so I have to take these glasses off because I can't see too good with them on. They're not reading glasses. They're actually, I use them to drive with mainly. But anyway, the I don't know if you know this or not, but doubt feeds on ignorance. Okay. Now, ignorance does not mean that um, well, let's just say this. It means that you just don't know, you know. It doesn't mean that you're stupid. It means that you just don't know. But doubt feeds on ignorance. It feeds on the things that you don't know. And once you get the truth of the matter, then you can get rid of the doubt in whatever area you're believing about yourself. Okay. Okay. So the knowledge of truth and our decision to believe it will remove all doubt. So I was looking at, doubt and, you know, wondering, okay, is it an emotion? What is doubt? And I come to find out that doubt deals with your cognitive. It's based off of what you think. And so it's a matter of just making a decision to believe the truth and then following through on what that truth is. And that will remove doubt out of your life. Okay. Okay. So I want to give you an example through my own life. I shared this once before, and some of you may know this already that, I was raised by my dad, and my mom passed away when I was 11 months. And so my dad remarried when I was about 12 years old. And so um, he was not really a real positive type of person. He just didn't push me to accomplish anything, or I just didn't have that courage, that encourager. He was not the one. And so I remember my stepmom used to always tell me, she said, I could see you behind a desk. So that's where I end up, being behind the desk. But I just kind of always pushed myself in life. And I had certain dreams, and we all have dreams in life. And my thing was, I just wanted to get married, and I wanted to have children because I just love children. And my dad would always tell me, never get married, never get married. Well, that was totally against my dream. My dream was to get married. And so when he told me that, I mean, that kind of stuck in my head, and it just kind of put a negative taste in my mouth about being married. Well, I end up being a teen mom, and through that, I thought, that was not the way that I had planned my life. And so my dreams kind of got crushed. And so through all the, uh, drama and trauma, all the issues that, I had to deal with in life, it just, I had lots of doubt in myself and my ability. And I just made a lot of wrong decisions. And because of that, I always, said to myself, and just give it to Dorena, she'll mess it up. And that was my thinking, because I had messed so many things up. And so uh as life went on and I saw all the, I lived out all the mistakes and had to walk through uh, a lot of the decisions that I made. And I just I came to the decision that I wanted to help other young girls not to have to go through the things that I had to go through. And so, the dream, the mistakes that I made in life really turned out to be a dream for me to help other women not make the same mistakes that I made. And so, without having a mom, I always search for a mom. Now, of course, okay, I had my stepmom, but she never had any children. She really didn't know how to relate to children, and that need that I had was still missing. And so I searched for years trying to find somebody that would mother me, and then, somebody that would mentor me. And I just never really found anyone that would, take me up under their wings. And usually there was some intimidation, and jealousy and envy. I never really understood that kind of attitude because I was like, I have nothing for you to be jealous about. I have no reason. There's no reason for you to envy me or anything like that. And I've always thought to myself, well, if somebody has something, if I wanted it, I can just do whatever they did to get it. I don't have to envy people to you know I just didn't think that that was logical or necessary. And you have to realize too that because I was raised by a man, I didn't experience a lot of the female emotions that you would, receive from being around a mom. So part of my thinking was kind of like, my dad. And I just got along a lot better with men, and women seemed to always have some kind of trouble with me. So I really didn't even like, being around women. And so it was so surprising to me when I came to the knowledge of running Women of Wisdom. And I went through a transformation, metamorphosis from the caterpillar to the butterfly, because where I was at in life, had to be transformed because I had so much doubt in my confidence and my abilities and the things that people have said to me, and girl, let me tell you, that the sister's been talked about, okay, all my life, and I just believe that even that has been turned around into a positive thing because you know, I I'm not real concerned. I'm not saying I don't have any, everybody wants to be liked, but I'm not moved easily by other people's opinions about me because it's always been a negative experience. And so I've had to learn how to not doubt my own abilities. And I've had to learn how to have confidence in myself and believe in myself when I had no one else to believe in me. And so, and I come to find out, which I did not realize this, that I was the mentor. I didn't even realize that I was the mentor because I was thinking, well, what do I have to offer? I mean, what do I have to give? I'm just, who I am, and I never thought of myself being a leader, to lead people. And I didn't know I wasn't familiar with my potentials. I wasn't familiar with my capabilities. I just never saw myself being able to do anything except for what my stepmom told me about sitting behind a desk. And I did not know that even though I was behind a desk, that it was preparing me for what I am doing today. And so a lot of times the negative things that happen in our life will turn around for our good, and we can use those things to uh, be whatever we're called to be, or to follow after our dreams. And I know that there are some people that have started businesses based off of some illnesses in their family, and they discovered some type of remedy, for certain situations and things like that. So uh, some negative things can turn around to be positive. So I went through this transformation of just, and let me tell you, it was painful. It was painful. But I've learned that, going through the pain, unless you go through the pain, you will not be able to go to the next level, because some things are is that's just a part of life, and that's how we learn. So will you come against oppositions? Oh, yes. Oh, yes. When I first started Women of Wisdom, right off the back, I had oppositions. And I was like, oh my goodness, if I got to go through all of this, I don't even want to do this. And I had to realize that, everybody is not going to be for you. And that was the next thing, no, they're not going to be for you. Everybody not going to be happy because you're following your dreams, and you discovered, how not to doubt yourself and walk in unbelief. You are capable of doing whatever you set your mind to, because you deciding to believe the truth will cancel out all doubts. How about that for a Tuesday tea time? Let's take a tea break. Tea time. People are not going to always be happy. And, will there be times of feeling discouraged? Absolutely. Because you still have to maintain, once you receive the truth, that you have the ability, you have the confidence to do whatever you need to do, you are still going to have to maintain that confidence. You have to encourage yourself a lot of times, because some people will discourage you and they don't believe in you. And that's why you have to learn how to believe in yourself. We're not talking about being high and mighty or anything like that, because your doubts they would help you be humble, and that's a whole different topic. But I want to stick to, you know eliminating those doubts that are preventing you from following your goals and your dreams in life. And we all have doubts or had doubts at some point, and if you haven't, you will experience them at some point, because We always think that there's something that we can't do. We're always doubting ourselves about something, but you need to know the truth about the matter so that you can and make that decision to accept that truth and follow through on that truth and be all that you can be. Live up to your full potential in life. And you know what? Let me say this. Let me say this. Because a lot of times what we fail to know is that a lot of times we're so busy doubting ourselves while other people are intimidated by our full potential. And we just have to tap into our potential and receive, the fullness of life, the joy from the inside of knowing that we are going after our goals. We are going after our dream. You don't need someone to really coach you. You can coach yourself. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't learn from other people because let me tell you, that's the reason why I am where I am, is because I've learned and still learning from people. I am an observer and I observe, I search, listening to people. You learn more by listening than you do by talking. And so become a listener and you will learn a lot. Observe people and it will tell you what you need to know. And um, I don't know who this is for, but I know it's for somebody. But whatever you decide that you want to do in life, don't be so quick to share that with everybody. Take time to uh, contemplate about it, think about it, and be very selective on who you share that information with. Because there's a lot of people that will try to cause you to doubt your ability, and they would try to cause you to be in unbelief so that you will not accomplish what you desire. And I, don't know why people are like that. I have a theory, my own self, but, you know, don't allow people to rob you from your future. Okay. And I know that this is for somebody else too. I know that you're going through, okay? I know that you are going through some things right now. You are going through a transformation and you feel like giving up. And I'm here to encourage you and tell you to do not give up and start telling yourself that I can do this and I will do this. It's very, very important that you say these things inside your head and say it vocally so you can hear yourself say, I can do this and I will do this. I will accomplish what my heart has set to do. And if you're just going through that transformation and stay in the process, do not get out of the process. Yes, it's going to be painful, but through that you are going to transform. And if you know anything about the metamorphosis of the caterpillar to the butterfly, in the process, after they get in the chrysalis, they have a meltdown. Everything becomes liquid except for this little pouch, and I can't remember what it's called, but in that pouch, the only thing that remains in that caterpillar is the gender and the eyes and the legs. That's all that, whatever forms the butterfly leg. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that's in that. Everything else breaks down and reforms. Okay. And if you've been hurt in life and you've been constantly told that you will not amount to anything, or you got a lot of doubts about your abilities, and you have unbelief, in your capabilities, allow yourself to go through the pain of releasing that, because pain goes in, pain comes out. And that's how you get healed. And that's how you grow to the next level. Pain is a part of life. And really, it's all about how you look at things, how you perceive things make all the difference. And even though there are a lot of negative things you may be dealing with right now, you can still have a positive perspective of just knowing that you are going to come out on the other side brighter than what you went in. Okay. So take that to heart and apply it to your life, because this sister knows. In there, done that. I am here for you. And you do not even really understand what those words really mean when I say that I'm here for you. Okay. And maybe when I get the opportunity, I will be able to share with you the depths of what that means. And so, I'm here to encourage you and tell you that whatever you're going through, don't you give up. Don't you give up. Don't you give up. You hear me? So you better I mean I'm strong about this. I don't mean better, but I'm strong about this because you can get through it, because it's to set you up to prosper in life, okay? Because you got to be able to handle the pressures of life. And if you can't go through these things, then you can't go through you can't go to the next level. And if you want anything in life, you got to give up the level that you're on to get to the next level. And yes, that takes forgiving yourself, that takes forgiving other people. I really had to forgive myself because I messed up my own plan. When I became a teen mom, that was not in my plan. And before I got married, come on, I had another child before I got married. So now I had two kids before I got married. That was not my plan, but regardless to whatever mistake you made in life, you know, you can optimize and you can go to the next level. Do not allow doubt and unbelief to demoralize your confidence to accomplish the things in life. As long as you have breath to breathe, you have time to fulfill the potential, and at least be going after those things. Okay. So the last thing I want to leave with you is that I want to tell you, wow, Women of Wisdom is a group of teen girls and women from all cultures and all backgrounds. Okay. I want you to understand that, uh, we're learning, growing, and empowering one another. And the intergenerational relationships are powerful. And so we, as females, need to come together and build those relationships, because the benefit of that type of relationship, you cannot find it anywhere else. And there are some things that you will not have to experience in life when you have someone else that can empower you with that information. Um, experience is not the best teacher. It may be effective, but it is not the best teacher. And we've been told that lie. But the best way to learn is to learn from somebody that has already been through the tough times so that you don't have to. And so that takes listening to one another and accepting truth and, uh, you know, doing life together. Okay. So be a part of Women of Wisdom, be a part of our vision, be a part of our dream, because all we want to do is see life better for you. Okay. And you can believe that. So this is and the other thing is I want to mention too is that you know what, all ages. We have girls from 11 years old all the way up to women that are in their 70s. And you know what? It's important that we let each other know that our lives are valuable no matter what age we are. And that's important that we demonstrate that with one another for others. Okay. All right. So this is Tuesday Tea Time with Dorena. I am so glad that you joined me tonight. And I appreciate all of you that support Women of Wisdom and Tuesday Tea Time. And let me put this up here as I always do. Remember, as always, walk in wisdom, my friend. Okay? Serena loves you, and I'm out, and you have a good night. Oh, wait, let's see. Love you, sissy. Oh, I love you too. I love you too, and I'm so thankful for you and your support. Thank you. Okay, well, we are out. I'm trying to get this thing so I can get us out of here. Okay, my friends, walk in wisdom. Good night.